Mame fa say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo.
Afenyo Markin's comments on the floor of Parliament to lead a committee to investigate the missing containers have also sparked a suspicion argument between Nanama and Divine, which they are asking for his immediate picker by the CID for immediate investigation. Without much ado, I would like you to join me listening to what they said into detail. This station still remains PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like and also share to other members to watch as well. Thank you. Without much ado, I would like you to join me listening to what they said into detail. Thank you.
Enti ena enne omanfo a wo mo ewo constituency ni kura din di sen constituency na okoye Afenyo bridge no ho asem bacho pini we no mam constituency ni hefa kura oh se sia na atwumampo no aha shako atena se wa hanom na kwadwo me mamu aha awie
Major Swiniaba.
Na apom ti say.
Nyanko pardon when they me bet 2-3 weeks they na mentia but and none in the meet maka say nyanko pardon me yeah.
Okay.
It is something ba me to be ododo na hagwene.
Ensam hwia gu na nkrofo Facebook isu. Na nkrofo na kwadwo.
Ye meka nko a na nkrofo tim. Omo nwene nipa ho. Wetima say. Sa nko a ye mra na ye meka nsem na si ano de bra na beka bi. Eno nko a nyanko pardon Roma ba bi ode me ko e bia wo yi me ho ato me kama. Masama ba. Anwode na ntse first tibia dia me tuja bia na me nto na tabia beba no ma wetima say. Entetie fo fanche me. But my bre pa my bre. Minimum busian for ya yare kakra but nyankopon adaroma me hoye se nana was so ka ho ntem abebae was what I say who is no na me tie na me yare nyinam na me tie
okay
na wo twa me krom asante for na and ha me so wo twa ye nyina na fiasa ko twa mo was so the same thing nanka mesimi nya akonya nanka me twa obi the same thing
be twa me
yes because once so now wo ka asante for sinu o mo ban
yes yeah me kan yesu ni
e ban na wo kan sa na wo zatama wo kasa ne sa na wo kan no se me de wo ka ho musu ne mo ban bi ona wo kasa bi am se musu ban do mo ye mo niema no enkura se sem ne dooso ne niema fo ne dooso wo de bi so ya baba wa ho hwe wani ante obi bia wa ko school ni ade but still now wo peduabo wo ye audio kra na obodua asante fosu ne ban boni ne wo mumu no wo so de na that's what team wo mu
kwadwo
no bia wunu ya be ma na me wo frem na won san kame a woni ma de krontia bia me mfa wo ko ne ade na wotimi frem me bo me dua ye wo dua bo mas me de ma producer apa fa che me mo no bo bi san ye bo dua
asem wo ye nti wa bet
wo de bia se me ka wo san ye bo dua
kwadwo
so wo kan wo kro ma bo som se me do ma appointment be ba nyina buru so kra me nya bi san na gini we na wo tim ni nyina ka wona na ma ba me pele mo na tie fo ntie sa de na bo me dua sa bra ma bra nyina
kwadwo Yeboah
chese wa ma me ho adwiri me adedie mu adanse se be ya nyina ntimi forward bi ma makati ma forward ya ma producer be de man crofo so mo fa nwu ho duabode e hu ti jo ma me bi o president ama bibia yes na na ma duabo na anya kwadwo Yeboah wotemase enu ntene na maba ade na moti sasante fo ni duabo kwadwo moti se de kra na mo
kwadwo ya wo de me dase e fa
me se
kwadwo kra se ma me kan ye kura yi ayi asokore asem na ne ye ka asukori asem na nu mienu ye ka na no asukori asem
ye mo dua na asukori de be ba na
asukori
ye mo
shako eti say
we bi tan say say me sam nya duabo no eno ka ho amanne wo koma nhia o mo adane ama ayi asante hima o yare wa bre da bi odane dua me nua ba na bom dua
abodua ka ati ya
asukori ye nyina na ye kokopa de ye nyina na ye ade hye na wo bom dua sei na no say empanimfo frɛ mi si am no mbɔ nkomo ne ade wo hwɛ nkomo na ba bi se kɔ na nkɔ na se duabɔ ne ya abam wo don say enti wie na da na ofidie so saa na meti ba kantin ma ba na tie fo fanche me do bi bia se wai kwadwaba no waba duabɔ ne baba won pe duabɔ papa ye be boy ye wie program na me make sure be bo mo bia tie duabɔ
mo hwewa
duabɔ hima
mo hwewa bagati akwa ba bi assalamu alaikum
na me Joso
boko die
ye na mu Yena Musa.
Nyamias. Nyamias.
Shako Fado ya yina dear so.
When you in dear so.
Akufado. Apart from that, it's sign.
Here Akufado dear so it's a sign.
We say apart from that.
Apart from that, we be as a sign.
This are.
Container beer because me when last week cried my yika. Me boss come akokoi eyi we ya na container no po mo dwene ho cha bibia ne me wom e be do fie na ni mo na mo dwene ho kese container no o man ni even 1 week and 2 days e dikra ka be bo nya ketewa e ti container mo kokogu ne container 40 na guo o nipa nka no kre do mo ye ne nya no kre container no nka nipa kro no India ni na mo ka no wo to ne ma no ko ya ka ne duru opa yigu wa na o sa de ko back sa ai ka na mo de low bed no one on fa you know that track on fa one go back straight to or call that container na ko sa na ti o call ni container ko board ko be bia to be empty container no we pe no de ko e ye dan e na container nda so gu ho no mo so ko enko only for 40 containers na gu yin fa ni ayi machines na gu ni ayi machines ni gu on ma na be den wo say e 40 say you container boy 100 mu ni ma gu on ma be den wo say 20 and 30 and 100 yanka no krema Ghana for hu say ye ba ne de no kre ne neba politics aye ba ye na nkrofogi ye tumu no eno an ese de ko eniema nsisi niema bi so ye eniema bi ntuto ye eno hu say ate say ayi minority leader e wo issue about ECG muntino one day omo careful issues no the same thing emran this kokoto aba da mango issue ba ye hanum miami nua we are host kwabra me oni nya banta wa den say because of John ne brother abuka ho ntino nya de adama go don be anyway entampa chief executive first second wa Ghana water nya de amakwa say de be ya onkoko ntokwa mpo say na MP no ayirem so kai ana bugina po ye MP ya kan ya miami nua ka kire say da bi o ye say ayifo no constituency for incorporate them so what do me asem ewo commercial court as Supreme Court gia commercial court na asem biem ye gi docket na oni ni asem biem akodi Supreme Court asa so far to aba wie national for take over na asa ade na be constituency for incorporate et me busa anya bia say because of wenti o
example normal
me ma example because of Afenyo Markin ti issue we nyina metima ka kire o mampani ne nkrofo de be won be ye san this for be ya den sa asay ECG case bia ni wo 500,000 or 300,000 o contain na o won beto na nansese ma kire ye issues aba na make na akokwachi we Chinese for
you want Ghana for no wa ha
na me
you want Ghana for no
obi oto ade amata ade nipa na oto no po hwehwe na me am to ade woni abem so makotum ana we oba be ka kire nipa me yara me da yare mpa so me say enkrofo be so mo kire say ye gimi ana
ana unim ana China ni no kra no de panyi na ankasa na omo so odwane omudi nso eno omo so muntimi fanto dwa
won't you
find
picture no so fa
ma o si ni din so for security reason to o ma
security
na no watch o mo de wo
na me ye weka wa kra FM a na me boss awi ade aba na wa be che me weka
now they call boss so say money din
okay kwame mo ma me videos because seriously ade minister ya onu na lead on national security for na ball aso me say o ma ko ball bi so akwa hu kantan bi no niema
ya o kra de
ECG for no mo import ade ne ba Ghana no wo mo wa ha ECG for no mo ye importation ni wa ha customs for no mo what ma ha
Richard for there be bantamu
aluminum rods.
That's the product you are seeing.
Aluminum rods. This one.
Yes.
That's the final.
I don't know, aluminum bars, aluminum rocks, or yes, or aluminum bars. Now, you can see it has been.
Aluminum rods.
That's the product you are seeing.
Aluminum rods. This one.
Yes.
That's the final.
I don't know, aluminum bars, aluminum rocks, or yes, or aluminum bars. Now, you can see it has been ongoing for so many years. From the intel we had here, their own workers. This has been going on from 3-4 years ago.
Yes.
They were producing these products from the ECG cables. So it's not even a new thing. So you can imagine the amount of money that they have been able to get from it. And now people sell it very cheap to them. From here, I want us to go and then you see the modules, how they conceal it. They have a warehouse that when they buy, they stack all the cables there. But it was full, so they have to devise another way of concealing it. So all the car rims you are seeing there, it's not rims. It's actually cables. They have packed the cables there and then covered it up with the rims. So we'll go there, you look at it. They will now go to the warehouse itself. And you also see the quantity of cables we have there. This is their firehouse also. You know the other one we saw firehouse. This is also their firehouse. So all the cables are brought here. You can see some stack over there. So they burn it here and use it to produce all sort of different forms of the aluminum products. So that is what we have over there. So they are in the process of melting all this.
Nana mami dasi. Mi musa minister, baby obi anche kese nkoma no. Woni bibi. So adie no, mi say energy odi ka call there, but onye electrical technician as engineer, wonti enema bi sase. But do pempenso ase ebusa question. Nana ma ECG kokra enema ne ba ana meboa. Wo mo fan container sam ne nto nchai. Ni enko. ECG bi odi 1000 transformers ne buy. Main switch bi a no ya 50,000. Cables bi a 20,000. Nana ma wutie me. And on as a young calculation say, Anya be a look at some of the cables be a 20,000 quest never. And on as the containers of the Chamun number at some of your container. Nana container means what? Shipping companies because what ship are the brewer. What buy and now Beko you near Mana Guanum Nade. What the container call? It is a container no more no money container no. And I'm interest more than container than 10 Yamane woman. And as a Busa minister Anya be John. The Okani and Tiwase. Bisun sida ne bin sida ya wonam ball social container no forget near who at the cry ECG for cry ye e dey apote no mo cry ye ECG for cry transformer and answer mo cry cable and answer mo cry bus bar and answer mo cry main switch and answer mo cry cut out e dey apote no mo cry yo mo dey buy enti and meters e no mo cry do say quantity say and a Ghana receive say and the aka ne wo he eno na ese busa na what you say specifically near man be on post amu yempo a ya no mo hwe weather no ene the country na ekono ene o mo de ye well specifically o mo ye magana na e ba ye no ye ka se bia ye crack transformer bia 5,000 ECG bia ye nsaka mu 2,000 3,000 no ene akodi nkrofo bi ono mo sa aton ama ye ni ate ase ne to nam wura mu hwehwe container ne ade ade no
na kwadwo mi hu ye no ya chi nkrofo na suspect no ene a lead to investigation there bia eniema ni bi ana makati ya tia ya make arrest national security for an answer police force national security for e make arrest ya Dubik ena do Dubik ko endo oba ye na e bia Afenyo Markin Yeboah chairman na oni na approve a procurement
wo muni the main
any custom for no any energy minister say ya chi wo mu a o mo ye suspect ento mu na be lead to baby a na ema na de afa.
She said they won't move a container.
Suspect be anka ho.
Containers you be so.
Enti say no minister person o kire say omunim baby a containers ni wo. Eye den no omuhu baby a containers ni wo. Eye den no omuhu ye. Ya wo koso so a chesa adwene woni tibupo enkire say enkrofo bi na say ko hwom na ye de ye che omo. Na no sa me no na betra radio ahanum.
Sa na national security fo kokoswa Ghana dollars container ben edum yerukai anu say yahu ba bi ekosi ye wokai so amu de ko Bank of Ghana
under investigation
atu when
the alaji bi de
yes alaji Ghana ma ye ehu nipa for up to na ye nim de ekosi ye yesra wo mo ye de ye pese wo mo nya we say ye ade ne ye de ekokum nam ye de ba ye nam na ba kama ye ma sabi mu sabi nyankrofo bi metwetwa nkwase anam nye ne nkwase wie awoti ase enko kesi nkwase kesi nkoda nkwase ana ye be make sure say bibia be be hwemu ye eniema ekoso nana we so da ho na oti asem a minister ne ye di na otim say emfa kwa mu kra wo pato twetwa je obi amonka ehu nya that information po be ba bonten na Ghana fo anya asum dwe ne yanku yanim wotima say ECG fo na no mo na nana woni mo no ye directors kakra no mo ye panifo bo no woni so mo ne ya promote bi ama bi no ekura positions no wo mo no mo ho no wo mo ne no mo hand no mo head ho the way better ne ya yi nana ene wo wi anu aka say wo ye minister etie o wo wi na wo na nwura wo na mo opede container dia na hwe container nim container na 3000 container dia ne wom ehun nya the name of the container mo bo eniema be na mo kra bae mo ma Ghana fo hu ade kra mo kra bae ne ehun ba bi kra eniema ne wo say dodo na ba ene ensan kan ya na ensan because to allege that na the matter say wonu say ECG for eniema na no mo kra no individual fo bi e kra mo eniema nana individual fo bi kra mo cable su ni ade and on the goo, ECG near money mu. Eti baba drew ye no, on shops now, I like your opera square near your mom to electric castle. A bar near a year, no mark of a check or Jomoniama. Eti anuka, if I be a wait your once a year, if you have 50 pesos. Then they are Ghana and a tree idea about you, not a funny man. What am I say? It contain and the veteran bar and Kofako pick on Moniama film coffee. Correct alaya and tell amanya
no crying till now apicno minister say ejina parliament catch the Ghana for say ECG contain so documents e wo hwa e back the minister kan ye
no contain and beto wo na hwe ni contain ani
anu yemfa ho
na hwe ni contain ani
kwadwei
o ma be fakọ
ye nim no
ya mato ase
say yes ECG e import containers 3000 e hu sika ene ye yidi afi ECG account wo
import dia na wo contain ani mu ana mpese me wonu anza mu da bia ni container ECG container no import container there what be build this stadium and what be build there because Kunwata Santi Kotoko stadium no one container na build here ECG na ECG for pe we na no pe containers there build bibia na and also crab bibi na wo container nim mu di container ya there e dia na wo container nim eno na ese agene ho wotima se and as a minister to be ka bibi kire na minister dia wo ye na me ka kire we dia ntwa ye o we di wono ne sector de ko ne de nkoyie kwaya ma wo se ne eno ane ne ensuo tokran pa light enua bubugu ne ma so ba isle go ne ade a enua bubu agu high tension na ade mo for so twa ne still na mpone ko for fa ne dum so because of the one obabon to kasa ne ade ro na mura mu pe container na wa hwe ya be ka se one wa madu nso aba wotima se
ena ade akura unim e ha adwen ne say the way I started the free year 3000 to
2500
2003 year no ena all canon so say okọ ono ankasa so okọ tema ha ba ho no mo ena okọ hwe na 5 nti unim say MPP fo gina sa asem no so
ena mo de jaje ne ma ya
uhu bi wo social media
eno no mo de sha ase
MPP fo omo twa unim say omo twa ne first video ma send video na ma de o kan the parliament say 3000 omo twa no ena omo san so atwa video ka 2500 ena omo twa do say 1003 ayira because utie ni first video no
1003 na eyira ono ne pensu ana
utie ono ni video ono ni first you know kan ya no a o say oko I don't know say betimi aba
why not
so what mama me dia mama me brother
oh kwa me dia mama ni video no me fama me ba me de makwa me sesi a enti wo ko social media ba bia sesi a melo me mamu video wi eno na MPP fo no use
let's say so mu use because one no nya baako wo kasa nsisi so enne wo kasa ade cha no akasa yi e be de na nya no be use position e de ama nipa na position ngitingiti o eye energy minister na de ama no obi adika kwa akototo ne pa bone wo ama nsem ankoyie etu kɔ de so make sure so wo de wani beto wo na bibia so beba bonte abekasa no no adwene hu mienu ansa no aba bonten na me busa bibi o kanya bia issue we nka minister na so okɔ field na ena adwuma no Yeah, minister, no more bonted and then Woko Adenta, ECG. Mammy, no one event Benedita, a car, and Cranima Bimino. Now, no one on one people real anymore. Papa, you, they're John Poyabi. And conform one permit another thing now, or do be a form of war. Was it do bears of 500 on one rounds? I had a checking. Meanwhile, inspectors for 100 some rounds. What must say? Was no way on one bay. Now, no, and so to Nana. Yeah, and we have Bua to Tony Massa, ECG for car, also to be released Cano. Or quite the best be honest, it would be released. The same thing because their boss who ye there. Omo mention Adenta Mamma Mecano. Cano, not an American. Did the Omo boss who is Hanno, be out on our own mudum. Wash a container now to do craft forms. Now so they call inspection. Sana John Peso, yeah, where your Bemonso was a matter, and this in your cookum down the band, this in your way in your Casabeno. Yes, saying that here, one Tiadi and I say a cocoa trans and no people from Mamagi, and again on to Niamaye. Would if parliament, would the Abafe the other business? Masati says, oh, come bear some container bear 30 something bizu. I know so in a so much who be so baby, Tianomi and research.
I had tea and Radiano and Kun. And I net the no shy hills the Anonia Bobby.
About $700 million worth of liquid fuel in order to fill the fuel deficit because our gas today is inadequate to meet our fuel requirements. Consequently, require about $700 million worth of liquid fuel in order to fill the fuel deficit because our gas today is inadequate to meet our fuel requirements. Consequently, Cabinet has approved a raft of measures aimed at tackling the situation in the medium, long, and even in the short term. Cabinet has approved that in partnership and in conjunction with the Finance Ministry, we take immediate steps to construct a second gas processing plant. We require about $700 million worth of liquid fuel in order to fill the fuel deficit because our gas today is inadequate to meet our fuel requirements. Consequently, Cabinet has approved a raft of measures aimed at tackling the situation in the medium, long, and even in the short term. Cabinet has approved that in partnership and in conjunction with the Finance Ministry, we take immediate steps to construct a second gas processing plant. We require about $700 million worth of liquid fuel in order to fill the fuel deficit because our gas today is inadequate to meet our fuel requirements. Consequently, Cabinet has approved a raft of measures aimed at tackling the situation in the medium, long, and even in the short term. Cabinet has approved.
Yeboah hada enti farmer no mame na mon farmer kwame ne yembo na Afenyo Markin akasa afa ho ewo parliament na yembo no enti containers ni binie okay where your container on say mo hwe Facebook no TV CTV so yeda so live CTV yeda CTV so live enti containers ni binie ena enti national security for no bia no abusuan for ye ene de ye wo ayi containers okay enti containers ni bi ena si ho no a
I can see 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other 8 or 9. Is it 8?
Yeah, it's supposed to be 8, and then 8 coming all the way to.
Okay, fine. So some quantity have been taken from the top. There will be only one over there. So this line is gone. And when you open all the containers, you see the same trend. So it means that it was cleverly done by the criminals behind these whole activities. So we just wanted you to have information about this. They are not yet taking the content, but they are cleverly taking some from the top line, top layer. Yes. So they take and they leave the last one over there. When we open the next container, you see the same thing over there. Yes. Yes. So
They were saying that they
yeah.
generally remove the top.
The top, yes.
Left one at the top.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you
Exactly.
think that they will do that? Because if they are taking all and leaving one, what's the impression that they creating there?
So if you're not somebody who know how the container are loaded, you will be tempted to believe that all came original like this. But if they take, let's say, one from this one, take two over there, when you open, you know there's something wrong. Yeah, so that's the modus.
Because I'm a businessman, the first question I ask myself is that how can ECG award a contract? And when the contract is awarded, all the person does is deliver at the port, present bill of lading, and request for payment. I said, with the greatest respect, I don't want to use a word. This is Parliament. I was shattered. I said, how? And ECG would have to pay. So I realized that ECG was paying a lot of bills when they've not even had access to the goods. And when you ask them, I asked the procurement manager, director of procurement, a question. I said, why did he say, oh, chairman, this is the practice since. This is the practice. And they will bring you document. I listened to honorable member for Second D, lawyer, you from Second D, question meeting. And I am adopting his submissions as though they were mine. The time has come. This politics, somebody says MPP, NDC, it's a system problem that I will any day support this minister to embark on reforms. How come containers at the ports, containers that have arrived, the bureaucracy at our ports, they say the containers are missing. Mr. Speaker, it is true that when these containers come, there is some connivance with some customs officials, and they sell these containers, these cables that ECG needs after the supplier has been paid. They sell the container, and then people will sell back to ECG. Are we pretending we don't know? Instead of us to pay attention and kill the rots, then we come here, then MPP, NDC, so now they say, oh, maybe it's happening on the MPP, it's happening on the NDC. No. An honorable minister, I know what you can do. If we can give you support to do it, you must adopt a posture, a non-partisan posture, and tackle the rots. But if we all want to, because I'm a businessman, the first question I ask myself is that how can ECG award a contract? And when the contract is awarded, all the person does is deliver at the port, present bill of lading, and request for payment. I said,
okay. Me who say any floor of parliament also Afenyo Markins ko carry. Because omu nyina is suspect. E was a case we mu.
Who say won't be your juma? Who nimu left and right? It will can be actually. Say to me a choir, yes, I name my phone, you bet two as a cry. What's the one master board chairman? I'm a near my way in our coso. What on what we are the question custom for any port for near the day, and two more few. No one and Casoye. All can Korea pepper and Kiam so. And we shall black room near the day, any investigation about we are. Sadio Sanka M. could say. It was someone who be now one number as social container. Nenge say na so nge say no meka no say wa India ni a okoche on do onye dey nkofo amacho mo munye dey the main people do big and no ne nam joru and no ne nam joru what ma say me most no ne nam na ni age wo wiki babo koba ani ade wo yamdi wo nkwa say be rot and some fu we nyina ka ho you be ambon friend say do big be answer question you we about chairman to parliament wo ka say be and some fu sa obi antime friend
Because Afenyo Markin asema waka no as a board chair no onim say ECG niama awo mo ye. anya asem we say na apia Afenyo Markin wa mo so da. So this is not the first time ECG containers wo mo to niema nkrofo.
Dabi.
Enti on say make say enya parliament na was Afenyo Markin kogina eka we. As a former board chair edema ECG no or your suspect. I was say you're picking for investigation. I was say you're picking Dubik. The Dubik query the buyer and son and napo and son are customs for. And Afenyo Markin says over here in the original parliament. I walk on. I was say investigation. Papa be air cost. I want more. Now we're leading the ECG for a leading team. I quite baby chrono muton containers. Ekoye. And your parliament now Afenyo Markin. I what can we say?
Nana me munim dia me nwa.
Afenyo Markin so obeboa investigation be no woboa. Minister any nam warehouse any bush no ni ade e cheche China for ni India for no obeboa investigation.
Eso no one oboa. Ese picking by force.
Ese picking Ghana for na nkasa first. Omo ye suspect, omo lead national security for ache omo ye involved.
Na ade so aye kan sika container ba ko cost $500,000, $500,000 no. I can't say we no man.
Any man no, any crime no, any crime no.
Yeah, na more value 600 and something.
But one container cost $500,000.
Yeah, value no.
One.
Minister di value ni ba.
Value no body ba.
Na $700 million.
Na do mo kan no.
One container
na niema pa ye nyina the same enema.
Okay.
Prices ni the same thing.
Okay.
Even if it is a cable mpa, system cable no 1.5 cable the same cost. Ya shisha ne mama we dey board di chewe. Transformer will be mu, boss bar will be mu, and just a different thing, what different thing. Cut out the meters and the day. It a beer value different. To be anything that's what value the same. We are not value the same. It is Mr. Minister, bedroom baby, you are here. One crab the main suspect. So one can send me here. You have a mouse, you have a question.
Yeah, Minister, estate in Parliament or say, and near money or question, a container, no, a container, transformers. Only state in a containing transformers.
A face big containing cable.
I visited the Temahabo. Mr. Speaker, we have about 3,000 containers stuck at the Temahabo. 3,000 containers, most of which contains transformers.
ECG has not been able to clear those containers. And so as we speak, we have 2,500 containers stuck there and stranded. And as they stay there, it attracts a lot of penalties and 2,491 containers. ECG itself presents as containers held at the ports. 1,328 cannot be accounted for. That is very serious and that's very alarming. And I assure you, we would conduct a detailed investigation into this matter. And somebody or some people will be held liable for this. 1,328 containers cannot just vanish into thin air.
When we took over, I visited the Temahabo. Mr. Speaker, we have about 3,000 containers stuck at the Temahabo. 3,000 containers.
He has not been able to clear those containers. And so as we speak, we have 2,500 containers stuck there and stranded. And as they stay there, it attracts a lot of penalties and 2,400.
Makati.
Nanawa. Damn you. Minister Adonai Kana 7. Or see he visited. Means Ohuye. Yeboah. According to
that, we have
or see he visited, or say I visited Temahabo. We have about 3,000 containers, most of which were transformers.
Yeah.
But as I say, what beer container is what we transform a womb, what who name a womb. Now, fast forward, over catch as the containers now. Prime suspect.
That you answer. a report no na ni di achi.
Why? Ordinary di achi. Or church or no akọ
report no.
Report be.
Say akọ containers ni samho bebre.
Entinia na okọ hu ye no.
Say container report na onya no okọ. They na containers ni samho no.
Rama, don't confuse your listeners. Don't confuse your listeners. See, this is the minister speaking. And yes, ordinary kohwe keke o. Or see most of the containers
about one now he wasn't specific.
Play again.
Or say about we have about 3,000.
Most of.
But about literally say a bit me 3,000. A bit so 3,000.
Who the 2,500
about
what do you say 2,000?
Yeah, I 2,500 no.
About 3,000 more than 3,000.
Mambo, and no say bro.
It is more than 3,000.
I got 2,500. Who the 2,500 mun famra? Yeah, 2,500 try
and your may woman,
transformers.
And nano chio mutimbola so nanti.
Come transformer be ho.
Transformer be. They are not telling us, showing us cables. Oh, by the way, wow. The reset, people will be resetted. Some of these people must be reset. Sharp. Rama. Because NCC so minister no come out need from parliament
and cable no
to her
cable na underground cable na your copper and answer na aluminium we ni any quarter transfer can be keke o
NCC so stories no
yeah this banter and then this accusation allegation no aye kan nyina NCC so na ye electrical cables na ye we omo import on yema ne buy no e wo Ghana ha so ahu enti wo mo se de ye kan omo na wo peke wo mo a omo be kire eniema
ya ya diama na want to me peke omo ne say all hand over no mo ka kire wo say 3,000 containers ne akraba and I will see document no. Do you get it? One year due diligence and what take you over? What I say? What take you over? We react to Parliament House of Records. A catcher speaker say, "My over 3,000." And how can you and call Herbert Clapper say, "Come in account"? Where do you have Herbert Clapper?
Usu Medina akosomo 4 days ni light my.
What say? We are them. We are them because what the council Parliament akoto anu do boy. Say what cost na 3,000 e wo ho no. Who were book no mo no e na wa kopa one kopa was wako.
Okay, Minister Kasa of Parliament in the home. Kwame video now you're ready.
Right,
Honorable Speaker, as Minister for Energy and Green Transition, currently my vision is simple. Right, Honorable Speaker, as Minister for Energy and Green Transition, currently, right, Honorable Speaker, as Minister for Energy and Green, right, Honorable Speaker, as Minister for Energy, right, Honorable Speaker, as Minister for Energy and Green Transition, currently, my vision is simple. I want all the 1,346 containers accounted for. 1,346 containers. Whatever it takes, I'll bring those containers to where they ought to be. Mr. Speaker, let me set the record straight. And if my good friend, Professor, will listen to me, there's not been any inconsistency. At the transition committee, Honorable Yarga was there. As Minister for Energy and Green Transition, currently my vision is simple. I want all the 1,346 containers accounted for. 1,346 containers. Whatever it takes, I'll bring those containers to where they ought to be. Mr. Speaker, let me set the record straight. And if my good friend, Professor, will listen to me, there's not been any inconsistency. At the transition committee, Honorable Yarga was there. they gave us a figure of 3,000. Then they told us it had incurred demurrage of 1.5 billion. I was sworn into office on the 17th. On the 24th, I visited the harbour. At the harbour, I was told the containers were 2,500. That is what aroused my suspicion. I didn't say at the harbour that the containers are 2,500. I couldn't have counted 2,500 containers instantaneously. And so from 24th, I went to brief the president on 27th. And by 31st, I had established this committee. There was media coverage. And we took Professor Afenyo. He's a chartered procurement expert. The report was submitted just this week. It was during the presentation of the report that the committee told me that contrary to the figures they were giving you, over 1,300 containers cannot be accounted for. Right, Honorable Speaker, as Minister for Energy and Green Transition, currently my vision is simple. I want all the 1,346 containers accounted for. 1,346 containers. Whatever it takes.
Minister Kasa of Parliament ne. Or say 1,340 be make sure say 1,346. Obe make sure say yensa be kan contain.
Nanama. Me pese minister, me kanche minister say. Be send ani die no bu. Me catch and say. Ye container na Ghana for hwehwe. Edia na o container ni mu eno na Ghana for e shape ECG for shape say o ti amfamra. And when you empty containers on number as you know, no the empty containers by the end of the day. Go beyond the man.
But baby, I could be anywhere empty.
What's it?
Warehouse or Mokoyan, so I have videos Nibia, cables go and Yama
cables look where we go.
Nanama. Where are you container? A bill of lading now or Mogiano. I don't know so much as motion near Madudu here, Adia Yano, a year container now, and I'm the number bontain.
Okay.
Ah, what can BMW should contain a more? We account go more BMW, can't put a modding and a container, and if you near the Mawa, what for my president to be a yes, according to your leg, send a car tie, or didn't you ever go more president back to 2 years? Okay.
Media man,
actually, you can't man or the code if you car tie in him. I was Padiana, and the woman can't tie and all petty woman. Timun can't minister say, and your container near you check. Yes, you shut the cry, you see the crab eye, content in your check. You contain every mini container now empty containers different place what business for so many also.
Okay. Yeah, moving from Nyanko Chief Justice.
And go for more test no. Omunyan to was here. Testing the bebasa. Young year prance babetra ababe pempancophobia. One more obiam him. Because you are training young Pada Roma, Nana Dia Bobo me fimu. Near my point when I go to far pass. Mumete teme. Nasa Begia. Sana makati nye bia sana bena nama ya ma bia ba bia do be ko bia mse se do ko ukodi poradmo chade ya do ko hono mo dia beto okra bi pa be onwanwa ya be huru pepepe wan to niam ye na so ko to flower ba be si wonom be $500,000 afisi be gao eto bi andisi ni bi atifia di bia ye di sa dia papa ne ke kan nsisi so ya dia be ya ma me pempa
ba ye pesa ba
di as yet, we got better 20 years. Where a bonus, we encounter on Mampani, we encounter Afenyo 16, never account 20. We are mistaken, clear off. Nipa almost 7 million 2 years. No competent people, benches in good. We will change you.
No,
change you.
Yes, we are never one for God.
Your best sound, your mount, I won't say anymore. Your best sound. And you expect papa. And this will expect. Great, there's expect. Foreign expect.
I am misinformation.
No,
am misinformation. 3,000.
You are misinforming. I go for energy, the same energy sector. Okay. I go to them. Your palm up to a young channel. But you have no idea, you change you.
Okay.
The government needs to look good. And the government is looking good.
Yeah, that's.
Thank you for staying tuned. PENDREAM TV really appreciate your time on the channel, and once again says God bless you for the good work you are doing and continue to do for us. Please, as a new member, just subscribe for more video, like and also share to other friends of yours or any platform you belong to. God bless you for doing that. Thank you.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.